Okay, so here we are today. It's the weekend, and so you know what time it is. It's time for fishing. And so we're down here on the river today, and you know, it's really late in the salmon season. I really doubt that I'm going to get any action, but I just can't help myself. I got to come down here and just at least throw my line in the water and give her a shot. So we're gonna hope for a salmon, but you know, I got my trout pole too, so I mean, we'll bring the trout pole out, and if we have to, you know, we'll bust it out. So we'll see what happens, but let me just go ahead and show you real quick the poles I'm using here. So let me just go ahead and switch over to that real quick here. Okay, so we've got the Okuma Guide Select Pro 10.5, and we got some I believe it's like a 30-pound braid on there, and got a bobber on there, got a jig up there, there's the jig, and then we've got the Lima Glass X11. It is a 9.5 foot pole, and then that has a spinner on it. It's got an R&B spinner there with a hammered blade, and then I have the bait caster over here, which is just a Cabela's rod. I believe it's like a 8.5, and it's got the pretty nice little Okuma low profile cold water reel on there, and you know, I like it. It's got a line counter. It's good for trolling and stuff, but you know, it doesn't serve best for what we're doing today. It does have a bead on it. Let me just go ahead and show you that. It does have a bead on it there. Okay, but you know, the river seems really high today, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I don't know if we're gonna have to move up or not, but we'll give it a shot here. So let's get out there. Okay, so I walked down a little ways, and boy, this looks like it has promise. I don't see any fish out here, unfortunately. If they are, they're hiding, but they could be hiding in that rapid right there. There's a nice little seam right next to it, and then it just kind of tails out over here, and over by that piling, or yeah, over there, and then it just kind of washes out, and it looks like it's pretty shallow, but there might be a little bit of a hole. There's a snag down there that I need to watch out for. Yeah, right there. So I may have to just kind of fish this tail out and then move down and just kind of fish on the other side of that snag. And then I don't see a lot of other bank access, so this might be it, but I can definitely go back upriver. This is like running pace water. It's pretty fast, but it does kind of tail out, and there is some soft water or a little seam right in front of me. So not bad. It's looking like it has promise. The sun is, I think, officially up now. You can see it over there. I can go upriver and try kind of where I was last time. So I might do that. And so let's give it a shot. I've got eggs if I need them. And so we're just gonna go ahead and try no eggs right now and see what happens. So, all right, wish me luck. Okay, well, I've thrown about 20 casts out there, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and switch over to my jig. So let me just do that real quick. So I'm just trying to put it in that little seam right there. I'll probably get a bunch of snags. It looks like it is floating decently. It might be dragging bottom because it's probably pretty shallow there, but we're just going to try to drift it right through that seam right next to the riffle there, and hopefully it'll just kind of drift on down. I may have to put my bobber stop and just slam it all the way down because it looks like it's just getting stuck now. So maybe let's just do that. See if we can't get it to drift through there. If not, I might have to find a different spot here, but let's just move it basically all the way down pretty much. It's down as far as it can go. Oops, here, let's just do this. Okay. All right. There's a little eddy right there. It might just stick there. You need to throw it down into the riffle a little bit, otherwise it's probably just going to sit there, which isn't always a bad thing sometimes if there's fish there. You'll just kind of want bait on it at that point, but you want the jig to drift. Huh. It looks like it might just be stuck on the bottom. Could be too shallow through here really to drift this. I may have to move down. Yeah, I think it's too shallow here really for this jig. It's not drifting super good. I think it's just dragging bottom. And so yeah, this is really shallow out here. So I'm gonna actually probably have to switch and try a bead here so I can save this jig for later, and I might even put eggs on it later on. Kind of switch up the leader and put a egg loop on there and try some eggs in the deeper section, probably upriver. for us. Okay, let's go ahead and throw something out there. Let's throw a spinner out there. There's somebody across there. Maybe looking for agates, I think it looks like. Yeah, they're looking for some rocks, some precious stones. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, this might be a jig spot. Let's throw the jig out there, and then we'll throw the spinner, and then we'll move upriver, maybe try some eggs. Oh, that's a terrible cast. I think we'll just try to use it. As you can see, it's a pretty good little drift through here. It's just kind of moving at a really nice pace. Able to mend your line pretty easily. It's drifting nicely. I'm just going to try it here for a minute. Maybe throw some spinners through here, but I could put some eggs on. Maybe if the jig doesn't work, I'll just put some eggs on and see if that does anything. Because it seems like a good little drift right here. Well, it is very quiet today. No fish rolling, jumping. I think they all moved upriver. That rain came and they said, see you later. I was hoping I'd get just some straggler out here. Maybe like get a steelhead, like an early winter steelhead. It's really way too early for that. Maybe a late summer, I guess, maybe we call it. That would be fine with me. Even if I'll take a trout, I don't care, but obviously salmon is kind of what we want. Okay, so not much luck here. Kind of a cool little spot, but I'm going to move upriver. Probably going to switch to eggs up there. I mean, I caught pike minnows up there last time. I mean, I guess we can just catch pike minnows. Just kind of have a fish on the line. I'd rather get salmon, trout, anything like that. Any cold water species, but you know, we're just going to throw it out there and just kind of try that spot up there. I haven't tried up further than I was last time. This is below where I was last time, and I want to go above that if I can, so I'll try to do that now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tie up an egg loop leader on here instead, because we got the well, jig's stuck on the rock over there, so I'm just going to cut it off here. I was going to show you the jig, but I'm just going to cut it off. And of course, we'll grab the tag end here and make sure we hang on to that. I'm going to put it in our pocket here. And now I've got the egg loop with a 2/0 hook. It's a 15-pound leader. And so it's just got the egg loop on there. We're going to go ahead and tie this on to our weight here. So let's just do that if we can with these gloves on. Okay. cut your gloves yourself. Put it in your pocket. Okay, good. So now we've got our egg loop tied on, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of get, it's all coiled because that's kind of how it comes. So just want to show you that it does have an egg loop here, if I could get it open. Sorry, I'm fumbling with these gloves here. Yeah, but anyway, it does have an egg loop there. Take the coil away. You can kind of see, whoops, here we go, the loop. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put some eggs on there and toss it out there. So, wish me luck. Well, boy, the birds have been stealing my bait. I turned around and like half my bait's gone that I cut, so it's really weird. I didn't see any birds. And probably some seagulls just like swooped in behind me and stole some eggs, because that is really weird. I got to be careful. I almost hit the bridge there. It's yeah, pretty close. Got to be careful. Well, it sure is a beautiful day. There's like zero action here in the river. I may just go to a creek and start throwing some trout lures in there and just see what happens. But I figured I had to throw some bait out there. Try to use some of this little bait that I got. Otherwise, it's going to sit in the fridge all winter until it's ready for steelhead. And then we could use it for that. But yeah, looks like something might be munching on it a little bit, but it's probably little tiny fish. Holy crap, that was close to that line. I gotta be careful. Looks like my bobber is dragging bottom. Okay. All right, bait's gone. Let's go ahead and put some more on. Okay. Here's some more eggs on there. Do not hit the line or the bridge. Straight out. I think I'm going to go over to that point right over there in front of me. I'm just going to move it over there. That's kind of where that other guy was fishing the other day, and I was below him. I was having the most luck. I was only getting pike. I don't know if you call that luck, but I don't think the other guys had any action. Pretty sure they left before I did. So let's go ahead and reel in and move down. It's a pretty cool little spot here. I could get to like it. Especially when you see fish jumping all over the place. You're totally getting some action. And it's even better because it is a beautiful day here, but kind of a little bit overcast. Starting to get warmer. It was cold this morning, almost freezing, but I think it's probably 40s now.